Hello everyone, welcome back. Another Path to Mastery video here. I am at 3,800 MMR, very close to Diamond 2, and I got a nasty turtle terran, and I want to show you what I do about seeing if it's a turtle terran, and what I do about turtle terrans. So let's just watch my nice 12-minute match. So let's just watch my camera here and let's talk about what I'm doing and what I'm scouting and just kind of how I react to this and what I'm really focusing on. So I've played a lot of Terran. I've gotten up to almost the same MMR. I think I've gotten a little bit higher MMR actually with Terran than I am as Protoss right now. I think I got up to 3,820 something MMR before I switched over to Protoss for this season. So I feel like I know it decently well, and I can see what their other opponent's trying to do. So I get across the map, and first thing I notice is, wow, that's a very early expansion. I see that he's expanding, and I'm like, my goodness, this is very early. I go in and I also see that he doesn't have a gas, so I'm not expecting any like big all-ins or anything like that. So I'm basically just thinking, alright, let me just keep going on with what I'm doing in my build. Let's just keep on my build. I see he's taking his gas now. He has both of his gases. So I'm a little bit worried, but I feel like maybe this is something else. I still have to be careful. I'm not gonna like get a zealot. I don't feel like there's any like high pressure. He's going for fast command center, so I don't need to like be really worried about, you know, I don't need to be really worried about a proxy or anything. Like, you can't get a command center and proxy at the same time. But I am going to try to go punish him a little bit, is what I'm thinking. Let's try to punish him just a tad for being so greedy. So I'm getting a couple stalkers out here, and I kind of want to walk across the map. Then I'm realizing, okay, I haven't even gotten a Reaper yet. Like, a Reaper hasn't even come out, so let me just still make a couple units just in case. But I was thinking about getting an Immortal first, and I said, no, let's get an Observer. I want to get an Observer out, so I'm making an Observer. I'm croning it out across the map as soon as I can. I'm trying to watch out for Widowmine drops, trying to get some vision out of the map. And then I go for an Immortal right now because I'm like, I really don't know what he's doing, and I don't want to be like short on the ball with anything. So I'm just trying to get 2 saturated bases. I still want to move my tech forward. I've gone a little bit later on my Twilight Council, but in order to get a better defense. So I've got, you know, this little pocket of defense. Planetary Fortress, missile turret, second base. Planetary Fortress on your second base means you're turtling. So I immediately go, alright, well, he's turtling. So let's see if he's got a third. I'm going to take my third immediately. So the biggest thing you have to do against a turtle Terran is take the whole map in economy. Be greedy as hell. So greedy. So I see he's got now a third command center, and guess what? This one too, Planetary Fortress with a missile turret. So I'm going to look at what he's doing right now. Actually, I just want you to kind of look at this. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. He's got 3 bases. All of them are planetary fortresses with a turret in it. He has almost no army. He has absolutely no army right now. 0. He's 51 workers. So I've got all this army that I can't attack with because they're planetary fortresses. But now he hasn't even started making anything yet. He's just getting a whole bunch of workers. So I checked this player afterwards, and he's a master player. He was a master player, but I think he was just kind of smurfing on this account or something like that, just trying out weird stuff. But this is like the epitome of, I'm gonna turtle up on a bunch of bases and get a bunch of things. So I didn't actually know he had no units by 6 minutes, which is pretty hilarious. So I didn't know that information. All I saw was that he's got Planetary on his second with a turret, Planetary on his third with a turret. He's turtling like crazy. If he's got this much economy already, then he doesn't have any units. So I didn't know he had 0, but that's kind of the thought process I had. So what am I going to do? I don't need to make units anymore. I need to make no more units. I'm going to go Sky because I feel that he's going to either do one of two things. He's going to get super mech, he's going to get a whole crap ton of tanks, or he's going to go battle cruisers, or he's going to do something that's really kind of weird. So I want to go Sky Toss, and I'm actually going to get an Oracle out right now. I want to see what he's doing, if he's got other bases, what else he's doing right now. Just kind of centered over his base. Now, let's see what I get from this. I see here, again, even his main base is a planetary. And I see 2 factories with 2 tech labs on it. So I'm assuming, okay, this has got to be, yeah, there's a tech lab on this barracks, but he's probably using this barracks to make another tech lab for this, which is probably another factory or another starport or something. It's another factory. So this kind of drops the ball on what he's doing. But I don't have any idea of what composition he's making. I just see a bunch of factories, and he's taken 3 bases and a bunch of gas. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what's really good against mech is a lot of Tempests. A lot of Tempests. But I can't just be stupid. I have to be able to defend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get super greedy with my economy. I'm going to get as many as I can. But here, these workers I'm sending out right now across the map. I've got a stalker over here. I've got a stalker over here. I've got a warp prism over here. I'm sorry, an oracle over here. And a stalker over here. And what I'm trying to do is see, when is he coming across the map? So when he starts coming across the map, I need to be able to warp in a whole mess of units right now. I see he's got a sentry tower. I'm going to stay out of that so he doesn't know that I'm scouting all this area. I just want to know when he's moving out. But until then, there's no reason for me to make a bunch of units that are going to do stupid things. I'm going to get a bunch of gateways. I'm going to keep teching up. I'm going to take a 4th base. I'm up to 70 workers. He's up to 66 workers. So let's take a look at this. I'm getting upgrades. Let's just take a look at what's going on. I'm getting upgrades, air and ground. I'm making 3 Tempests at a time, getting those upgrades for them. I've got how many gates? Right now I've got, structures. I've got 7 warp gates. So in case he tries to send in like a drop or something like that, I can still go get a whole bunch of zealots or something like that. I'll just be able to do. I'm kind of just bracing for impact, but I know that he's not being aggressive towards me because there's nothing coming here. There's nothing coming here. There's nothing coming here. There's no drops coming over here. I'm pretty much safe. I have this whole half of the map to myself. 8 minutes, none of us have lost a unit. I think I've lost 2. I think I lost, here's what this is. This is a probe, and this is an overseer. An observer, sorry. A probe and an observer. That's all I've lost. He's lost nothing. But I'm above him on workers now. 66, I'm on 70. I'm going to keep going up. So let's just keep following this. So I'm going to try not to get supply blocked. I see that I'm getting close to supply block, and I'm making Tempests really supply heavy. I'm just going to keep making workers. And you know what? I'm realizing I'm floating some minerals. Let's make more Tempests at a time. Let's make 5 Tempests at a time now. I'm just going to try to max out on Tempests. He's not able to come and see what I'm doing. He sent out an SCV to scout. I'm not going to do that. I'm taking a 5th base. And have I attacked him? No. Don't ever attack a Turtle Terran. What you should do against a Turtle Terran is take the whole map. Take the entire map. And I like Tempests because they can outrange a lot of their stuff. I'm getting him some observers in case he tries to go some Banshees or something strange. But I'm feeling like as long as he doesn't hit me with like a whole bunch of like weird stuff right now, I'm okay. I don't really know what he's doing, but I don't need to. I just need to spend my money and max out as soon as I can. So I'm going Charge Lot, Tempest. Charge Lot, Tempest. I'm getting some Immortals. And as soon as I max out, we're moving across the map. I've moved one of my stalkers down to the bottom corners. I know that he doesn't have any bases on this side of the map. I'm posturing now. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to posture over to this side of the map over here. And I want to try to walk down into his 3rd. This is his newest base. If we look at my bases, I know that my main is starting to mine out. I'm only at 8 workers. The natural is starting to mine out. I'm on 14. My 3rd's still nice and fresh. My 4th is still undersaturated by a worker. And my 5th, I'm just finished up. I'm getting online right now. 74 workers to 65 workers. So I've got a much better economy than he does. I'm going to posture up here. I'm going to keep moving down here. So let's keep watching. So while I'm posturing up into that corner, I'm going to keep moving across. I'm going to get more upgrades. Now I see, okay, he's going a bunch of Thors. He's got mass Thors. Let's look at the supply. 195 to 197. 130 supply to 123 supply. He's above me on supply. Let's look at upgrades. 2-1, I'm on 2, basically 1 Zealots with charge. He's got high-sec auto tracking, Terran building armor. Like, he's going full turtle. I didn't even see that he had those. That's amazing. So, I see that he's going Thors. Now it's time for me to kind of play this game. So I see he's just gotten mass Thor. I'm just going to keep on making sure I'm spending my cash, getting upgrades. Now, this was smart. The Zealots kept his Thors back, and I was able to outrange all of his Thors with all of my Tempests. So, right now, let's look at units lost. Look at this. So now, his units lost are much higher than my units lost. He's lost 11, I've lost 18, but a lot of those are Zealots. So, let's just keep going. I'm still making Tempests. I'm still up to 200 supply. Now the trick is, you've got to keep making workers. You've got to keep making units and keep attacking. So, I'm just kind of controlling around, gives me the G, and he leaves. So what I wanted to show you this is, if you see a Terran that is putting planetary fortresses all over the map, getting a whole bunch of things, just turtling up, the worst thing to possibly do is try to attack it. What's really bad against planetary fortresses? Things that fly. I maxed out as fast as I could, which was about the same time he maxed out, and guess what? I just hard countered him. I could have made carriers, I could have probably even made a bunch of void rays to still win, I feel, because they're armored units. As long as I was getting my upgrades, maybe I would have to go double, make 7 or 8 at a time, drop, like, you can't really drop. You could drop over here and, like, steal some of his production, but you can't, like, kill a planetary with a bunch of Zealots or anything like that. So anything that flies, if they're trying to do a big turtle, is always a really good method. If you're going against, if you're a Zerg, you can go Broodlord. Protoss, I always go Tempests. If you're going Terran, the best thing to do is just sit back and get some battle cruisers. And to just wait for him to be stupid and move across the map. The other big thing is map vision. So having some units to come across and catch where he's moving, and if he's coming across with a mass ton of tanks, you catch him. He was walking around with Thors, but I mean, I've got 11 Tempests. How much is a Tempest? 6 supply. I've got 66 supply in Tempests and 80 supply in probes. Yeah, I'm basically just, I want to be able to make a lot more Tempests as soon as I lose. So, best thing to do against a Turtle Terran, get a bigger economy, take map control, and have map vision. Catch him while he moves out. So I hope you learned something. This is a diamond. This is a high diamond 3. Sorry, not high diamond. This is a high diamond 3 level game against this master player, Alex the Man. And yeah, don't ever attack a planetary fortress. Good luck, have fun on the ladder, and I will catch you in the next one.